Welcome back to the American Dream, Cincinnati. One of your favorite and great real estate experts there in the Cincinnati area is also a show favorite of ours, Gary Hagan. He's the broker of Hagan Real Estate, and today he has brought to us Tricia Salem-Lapp. She is the senior consultant for everything but the house. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you. Nice to be here.
Thank you.
It's great to have you. I know that we're going to talk about downsizing today, which I think is a great subject that's not talked about often enough. And so I wanted to introduce both of you and then jump right in. And I want you guys to explain, how do you handle downsizing and families that are wanting to do that?
All right, great. Well, this month I did want to talk about those sellers that want to downsize. And there's actually two groups. One group maybe has been in their home for 25, 30, 40, sometimes 50 years. And they're at a point where the space no longer makes sense. There's too much of that. And maybe there's too much maintenance. Maybe there's too many steps. And they're wanting to relocate to something that makes more sense. And that involves downsizing. What do we do with all this stuff? And then the second group, in this particular market where people are being transferred all over the country, a lot of times someone will get a job on the West Coast and maybe they're not that attached with all their possessions and they don't want to pay shipping to truck all that stuff out there. So they're looking to downsize and leave as lean as possible. So there's two different groups, all with the same goal, which is what do I do with all this stuff? And being in the real estate business as long as I have, I know I have to have a team. And one of my team members is Tricia, and she's with Everything But the House. And she helps my clients in the downsizing process. So Tricia, tell us a little bit about Everything But the House.
So EBTH is an online premier marketplace where we have estate sale as well as consignment opportunities for helping people downsize. It's a very interactive, fun site where everything starts at $1. There are no reserves and there are no premiums, and everything has a sale flow where at the end of the sale, the highest bid is the successful bid.
That sounds incredible. What resources do you have available to assist people with this?
So EBTH can go in, and we have a team of experts where we'll go in and we'll assess the property for you, whether you are decluttering, downsizing, relocating, or if you're dealing with the estate of a loved one. We're in 8 cities where we can assist you in going through and making sure that we are finding those special items for you to sell that will bring max amount of value.
I just love that we're talking about this. How do the two of you together with Everything But the House really help people and assist the sellers even more?
So we are able to go in and assess and figure out what's best to sell for you. Then you'll have the items that you're retaining. And in addition to that, we have services that can help you clear out the home, where we can decide what should be donated, what needs to be disposed of, or what needs to be recycled.
Gary, please tell me how your involvement is with this as well.
Well, the main thing our folks want to know that are downsizing is, how do I deal with all this stuff? And a lot of times there's just years and years worth of possessions. And so Tricia, tell them about the hunt and what happens.
So one of the really fun aspects about EBTH is that we can go in and we can take a very cluttered situation, a very chaotic situation, a stressful or overwhelming situation, and we can bring order to that for you, and with as much care and compassion as we can. And we make sure that we keep the client involved throughout the process. We can search for we have a very fun way of searching, called Search and Discovery, to search for those items that you may not think have value, but then it turns out to be something of crazy value. From a little trinket to a car to a coin collection to a painting and everything in between.
What kind of things have you found?
So we have, recently we sold the first edition Book of Mormon, and we recently sold that for about $80,000. That was something really fun and exciting that we hadn't sold in the past. We recently sold an 8-carat diamond ring for over $51,000. Talking about jewelry, we have clients that we have a very, very good flow of people that are looking for jewelry at all times of the day, and so jewelry is one of our best search categories. We had a woman that sent in a box of costume jewelry, which she thought was costume jewelry. And then one of our gemology experts, something sparkled and caught the gemologist's eye. It turned out to be a Sri Lankan sapphire, 12-carat Sri Lankan sapphire, and we sold it for over $47,000. So that was a really fun find.
This is absolutely amazing, and I bet I'm so glad that our viewers are seeing that as a resource, that you guys as a team and what you're doing with your organization is making such a difference to take the stress off of something that could be so stressful for people downsizing. I'm so glad that you guys brought this to us today. I hope that our viewers reach out to find out more and how you guys can help them personally, and I really want to thank you both for being on the show today to discuss this.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Make sure and reach out to us at AmericanDreamNetwork.tv if we can get you connected and answer more questions. Stay engaged with us on social media, and we'll be right back with more of the American Dream.